Hi, I think it's time to introduce myself to the world of side-lying magic circle playtime. I'm Nicholas from TMR Now. Thanks for joining me. You'll need a magic circle. Oh, voila! Here we go. And we're going to be lying on your side. This is a series that you'll be familiar with from mat classes or the mat list, and I'm just going to look at a couple of basic exercises but give you a little bit of fun. Take a lay down. This is great to do once you've warmed up with all the traditional stuff, or if you only have a few minutes and you want to feel a little bit jelly and unstable. This position that I'm in now with my upper back, with the hand behind the back of the head, finding some length and pushing down through my elbow, is the traditional place to do it. You can also come higher up into here, and you can go lower down. Now, in this lower position, feel free to add any cushions or pillows to support the head or neck. Find the position that enables you to concentrate on the fun and not kind of end up with an achy neck. I will probably change as I go, and I encourage you to as well. Let's start here. Press the circle down and lift it up. Why is it so difficult, huh? And press and down. Now, how can I get some more out of it? Could probably bend my bottom leg. No, that doesn't work. You try. What does it do for you? Did it work? Can I bring my legs forward? Okay, my ego feels a bit better. I'm going to try again. And that time what I didn't do was kind of spring up to push down. Let's do a couple more. I hope you're having fun with this. Okay, let's add something. So this might go a very peculiar way soon. I want you to find your squeeze and kick and pull, and it starts to get pretty shaky and uncertain. Now, usually you can kick and pull and do all sorts, but when you have this thing in front of you and your body is trying to resist it, the leg action is diminished and feels peculiar. That's fine. The goal isn't to feel as comfortable or as good as normal. The goal is to give your body something very different in terms of input. Whenever you're doing something, just keep going while I rabbit. Are these noises enjoyable? I bet they are not. Whenever we're giving something on one side, what we're asking the body to do is resist the twist. As in, my stabilizing muscles are working hard here to not kind of flop, which is not always welcome. Sometimes we want that twist. Now I'm going to squeeze the circle and bring it down, release it and kick. I think this is better. Squeeze. And that really helps me kind of get thickness in the movement on the lowering. Let's change side. You can apply this to any of the mat exercises that you know. Apologies if the audio is a bit squished. I'm going to lift my head just in case. Exhale, squeeze. Wow. Exhale, push. Random things your Pilates teacher has asked you to do, huh? Push. Now, it definitely is more about your shoulder girdle, your head alignment when you've got both legs bent. The second you take them away from your center, you obviously have to kind of work on that anti-falling concept. So if you want to have a strong, watch my eye rolls, a strong core, but you don't like doing traditional abdominal work, using your muscles and your brain in different ways is so relevant, and generally it's way more fun than doing the bloody series of 5 ad nauseum, although that's fantastic. And some people love it. I do not. Squeeze. But I do like having strength in my body and being able to do the things I enjoy. And having strong twist and anti-twist muscles is really a part of that. Okay, so I'll stop rabbiting and I'm going to pull my socks up and do my job. So am I going to Squeeze and kick. My brain stopped a little, sorry. Squeeze and kick. It didn't stop. I just had a pause. And squeeze and kick. What about if you change it? Kick, squeeze. Oh, that's completely different. You do that too. This is so peculiar. It's great. All right, now I didn't do this on the, oh sorry, it's side kick. And I'm squeezing. Now that didn't work as well. All right, didn't work as well because I have different range in this hip. So I can't kick as easily or as comfortably. So whereas before I was pushing down, when you're a little bit less flexible on one side, maybe you push it down as you kick. And I'm not very worried, I'm not occupied in my thoughts with my hip placement. Like I'm aware my ribs are flopping and doing things, it's fine. I'm trying to kick, not trying to be made of Wedgwood materials. What is it, porcelain? Let's just say ceramics. They do glass too. Anyway, off topic, right? Let's change side. Quick break. Squeeze, up, down, chill. Squeeze, up. The plants are coming for me. Squeeze, push, in. Now, clobber that bloody circle. Get it squeezing. Because when you're really trying to squeeze it, you then see all the instability through the two sides. And your job isn't to trap the instability. Your job is to keep your shit together. So, as there's this wriggle, this argument between my two sides of who's moving faster or earlier, I then go down mentally to my core, shoulders to knees, and say, oh, what are you doing to help? Am I thinking about shoulder placement? Does a round and down of the shoulder blades, does that work for you? Or are you thinking, as the circle pushes up, drop your body weight into the floor? Does that work better? Or do you need to add a challenge? Do you need to then think, okay, well, if I add a pelvic curl, what happens? So add a pelvic curl and see what happens. 3 more. What's happening for you? A bit twisty? Are you more stable? You're more aware of your feet? Or all of a sudden, have you hit beast mode? I love the magic circle, but rarely for inner thigh work. I hope you had a bit of a giggle at my expense and had fun kind of wiggling and twisting on the floor. There's much more magic circle work coming up. Have a lovely day. See you on the platform soon.